Hey guys, welcome back to BFNH Gaming. I'm here playing the New York Knicks, and this is the 10th game, and I'm still currently 10th in the rotation. So, after this game, I'm now promoted to a starter. I'm probably gonna end up getting a trade, but
in the corner, Winslow with it.
Note, Chris Bosh is out on an injury. He got a sprained finger.
There's the pick. Out to the right wing.
Dwayne Wade had just came
the feed
back
now to Smith.
Too.
Heat moving the ball around.
Did he get that trick?
And it's Freak missing. New York's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Kicks it to Aflalo. Feeds to Sanders.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure no matter how good
There's
I
the
do
dish to Rivers. Sanders sets the screen for Rivers. Shot clock at 5. Back to Sanders. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Knicks. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough. And, of course, the Heat. They're tied right now.
And when you look at Miami, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
And, I don't think they need to wait for the offseason to start making some changes. I think they can start the rebuilding process right now.
The Heat making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backcourt.
Rivers dishes to Aflalo. Passes it to Robinson. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Clarkson. And he's good on the 3-ball. Clarkson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Heat trail by 5. Clarkson, tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Smith outside. Freak kicks to Smith. Here's Hansen. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Follow the pass to Rivers. Inside. Robinson misses.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Richardson for 3. And it's Rivers with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 5.
Passed it.
Pass to Robinson. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Clarkson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Now Rivers looking for his first basket still in this one. The shot by Clarkson, no good. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson wide open, he fires. Hits it from 3-point range.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Dishes to Rivers, and there's the pass to Robinson. Lots of room. And Rivers with the basket on the assist by Aflalo.
See if I can draw some contact right here.
And here's Freak. It's tipped. Stolen by Robinson.
He's getting dumb turnovers.
And that concludes the first quarter of play.
It's gonna be a tough game.
Knicks out front. Up.
Give it up for your Heat dancers.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Going with the whole new group on the floor.
7.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Sanders checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Porzingis. Aaron Aflalo is checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Austin Rivers in for Smith. On the court for the Knicks. Thomas Robinson is out there with Sanders. Then there's C.J. Miles. Then there's Aflalo. And it's Rivers in at the 1. The Knicks leading by 4. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Come right back.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Rivers. Shot clock at 5. Freak dishes to Smith. Here's Hansen. Tries again. No good. And New York the other way now. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Follow against Richardson.
Inside scorer more a little bit.
A follow outside. Here's Rivers. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And it's a 12-point Knicks lead.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Tries it from 9. That's no good. It's his 2nd miss. He's made 4. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. To halt the run and denied at the rim, but they call the foul. Whistle blows, and we'll see him shoot 2 from the line.
My guy's really
The officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he makes both free throws.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
1:02 left in the first half of the game. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Freak.
It's been a solid outing for Rivers. He's got 10 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And he can't hit the second.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second. A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. No good on the quick 3. The Heat trail by 8.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
Miami's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Stolen by Robinson.
Snatched it right up.
Up top, Rivers. He's got 11. Here's Miles. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And so we wrap up the first half. Knicks lead by 8. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach, with this type of ball game, what needs to happen in order for you to pull out a...
Okay, everybody, pay attention. We definitely got some stuff to go over from the first half. We're not going to let this game get away from us. I'm going to be blunt. Our low post offense has been awful. We're not creating anything around the bucket. We can handle these guys in the paint, trust me. Let's show them how strong we can be on the block. Another thing, let's not send them to the...
Okay, Miami, now coming
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire.
Winslow's checked in for Dang. Richardson comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Freak subbed in for Goran Dragic. And then for New York, Sanders comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Clarkson in for C.J. Miles. Hansen in at point guard. Josh McRoberts out there with Winslow. Then there's Richardson. And it's Laverne in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Smith outside. Aflalo outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Freak. 7 points in the game. And McRoberts kicks to Winslow. He feeds it to Freak. And the rejection by Sanders.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. Screen by Sanders. Here's Smith. Rebound by the Heat. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Wants to get it to Aflalo and does. And the shot is good. Aflalo's got 4 points in the quarter.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Dude. And pushing it up, here's New York. That's good. Aflalo's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Heat. Smith comes in for Laverne. And it's Johnson in for Josh McRoberts. The Knicks also changing it up. Thomas Robinson comes in for Porzingis. And it's Rivers in for Smith. Here's Clarkson. Poked away and stolen by Richardson. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here.
I'm also
maybe
thinking
they
about
should
doing
think about stretching the
my
defense
GM
a little bit,
or my league
like they
series.
did in the first half.
Please let me know in the comments
stretching the
what you guys
defense
think of
makes
that.
it easier to score inside too.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Rivers passes to Robinson. Can't get it to fall.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Dribble it out. Get that pick going.
Johnson the screen. Here's Winslow.
Assist.
And he hits the buzzer beater.
Important three to cut it to single digits. It's still within reach. They've got to pick up the intensity in the final quarter.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. So a close game sees New York take this one.
And that'll do it for this game, guys. Please like and subscribe.
Emotional
See you
boost
later.
for 'em.